Hey Lacey, nice work on your test so far. I thought I'd give you a video feedback for your grammar section. This is pretty tricky stuff, and I know my face-to-face students have difficulty with it, and not surprising where we have some things that we do well, and that's always the goal, but there's also some issues where I thought hopefully if I can explain sort of through these ones, that'll make a little bit more sense. So, starting us off for number 1, Silke trägt eine grüne Rock. Both of those, because Rock is masculine, it's got to be einen grünen Rock. So those are the changes that you have to make. Mit introduces the dative, so unlike the first portion, which was the accusative direct object of what Silke is wearing, whenever we have mit, whatever follows that has to be in the dative. So en is not quite right. We have bluse is feminine, so that's got to be er. Mit ihrer schwarzen is right. So half mark there. 1/2. What's a slash? 1/2. The next one, number 2, perfect. Kleid neutral. Wann trägst du dein nothing? Gelb nothing. Gelbes gepunktetes Kleid. So again, that one's tricky because you got half of it right. 2 marks there. For the third sentence, Manfred kauft sich ein, perfect, nothing there, modisches Hemd zum Geburtstag. Perfect. So you got that one right. Next one, number 4. Willi kauft seiner Freundin. Willi buys for his friend eine, perfect, teure Armbanduhr. So we should have had teure here, not teures. Number 2. Meinen Rock gefällt sehr. So what we want to say is my skirt. This, unfortunately, you have to have it as the direct object. So, this is the subject, so it's just going to be mine. Mein Rock. You could also have written der Rock gefällt. Now, what would you say in English? Well, if your or the skirt appeals, he is our word here that we got to replace with him. So it's ihm. It gefällt ihm sehr. So it appeals to him. Hopefully that's making sense. Number 6, now we have to change you, meine Schuhe gegeben. In English, this one's tricky because there's no difference in you as a subject, you as the object, or you as the indirect object. But in the dative, that's the indirect object, for us here, ich habe dir meine Schuhe gegeben. So I have given you my shoes. Hopefully they fit, I guess. Anyway, ich habe dir meine Schuhe gegeben. That one's the same kind of idea as number 7, the second part. So, yes, Elke is a girl, so F for female, that makes sense. But what you want to do is I have given her my the skirt here. So, wo ist der Rock? And which I have given her. Ihr is the answer there because it's kind of like English. I have given it to her. Now, the first portion of numbers 7, 8, and 9, those are where we need to use relative pronouns. And it's also where we got to be a little bit careful. Number 7, where is the skirt? If I stopped right there, I would have a question mark to end the sentence because I'm asking a question. Wo ist der Rock? Der Rock, the skirt, is the subject. So that's the nominative case, which is why der is just plain der. But if you want to say, I am wearing the skirt, I now becomes your subject, and what it is that you're wearing, or in this sense, I have given Elke, that's then the object, so we're going back to the accusative. So just like when I said back in German 10, ich habe einen Vater, oder ich sehe meinen Vater, I see my father, if I'm, looking for him because I want to meet him or something. If I want to change it to a der, dir, das word, it's masculine, so it goes to den. D-E-N. So that one's a little trickier again. So, wo ist der Rock, den ich ihr gegeben habe? Where is the skirt? Which, in English, I, her, i.e. Elke, have given. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I'm not talking too quickly. Number 8 is the same, except that I'm wearing the blouse. Now the blouse is not the subject. I'm the subject. And so it's die Bluse, die ich gestern bekommen habe. In other words, I'm wearing the blouse which I got yesterday, but because items or nouns are gendered in German, then we have to have that gender reflected in the relative pronoun, the definite article, der, die, or das, or as we saw back in number 7, if the der is the object, it's got to be den. You probably see where we're going for the number 9, because just like we see der Rock, die Bluse, das T-shirt, number 9, just like number 7, where is the T-shirt? And das stays das in the object versus the subject, so the only one that's tricky is der. Now, the second part is kind of like what we had in number 7 again, which instead of from Elka, sie, plural, so an E, where's the shirt which I have gotten from them? So the from, von, ihnen is the pronoun that we're needing here for them. So where's the T-shirt which I have gotten from them? Number 10 takes a look at 3 different nouns. We have Henry, we have his father, and we have a book. And we're replacing all of them with pronouns. Only makes sense when we have the context. So this one is nasty as well. I'm sorry. Is what we replace Henry with. So Henry gives his father a book. He gives, for whatever reason, we switch the order from the indirect object, who is getting the book, or who's getting the direct object. He's getting a book. So let's start with there. We know Buch is das, so gibt es. He gives it, meaning the book, to his father. So just like seinem Vater, the ending of em tells us it's got to be the dative, because that's the ones that we have there. So we need in English the pronoun him. So what we're saying is he gives it to him. So ihm, same letters as him in English, just H and I switched around. So gibt es ihm. I'm going to have to take a look at what that makes. That was, I have written over that. So I'm going to have to double check which my right endings were. But hopefully that goes through the explanations of these ones. I don't have your via sentences. I looked at the first one. I saw that one's right. You'll see the rest of the exam mark information and feedback in your my marks file. So take a look at that. If you have other questions, please let me know. Otherwise, maybe you want to redo this. We will have some of these same questions coming up on the final exam, which we're doing next week. So as long as you can get it right for there, that would be awesome. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Have a good weekend. Hope that makes sense. And tschüss.